Hello guys, I wanted to do a quick talk about some changes on my YouTube channel. As you know, 3 years ago I started my channel and I was doing Serbian cooking using a lot of the ingredients on the list. But as time went by and recently, my family and I realized that it's not sustainable. We are eliminating a whole bunch of veggies, plants, not using them, and it's not sustainable. In order for us to continue on this journey of plant-based eating, we have to utilize a lot more veggies. So this is what I'm going to be doing, and I hope you guys continue with me. If for some reason or the other you feel that you don't agree with me, you cannot continue supporting what I do, then you can move on and, you know, do whatever you need to do. But this is what I need to do for myself and my family in order for me to be successful on this plant-based journey, which was very difficult, because if you grow up eating a certain way and then you realize that this is what is best and this is what you should do for your body and for your health and well-being and to live a long life and not be sick and not be in pain, etc., then, you know, this is something that you should do, and I think everyone should do it. And it wasn't easy, but it's something that I will continue to do, and I would want to do it for the rest of my life. And if I want to do it for the rest of my life, I cannot, in all honesty, eliminate a whole group of vegetables. It doesn't make any sense to do so. And then what I have come to know and discover is that all plants and animals that people eat in the 21st century and before the 21st century, as long as all of us have been alive, are hybrids, or it's not natural, as some of us say. You know, you cannot go into a store and say this is natural, this is unnatural. You cannot say that a butternut squash is natural and a potato or yam is unnatural. That is just silly. They are all, everything that we eat nowadays is a hybrid. You know, so they took the Queen Anne lace and the yam and put it together and created the carrot. They took two things that were wild and created the carrot. So there were two wild things and they tampered with it. You know, so you say it's man-made. Well, everything is man-made, because the reason why they did that is because they looked at something and they say, okay, we love this trait, or we love that trait about this thing. We like it that it's stronger, bigger, prettier. You know, this is what hybridization is. They do this with animals. So you might like something from one species, and then you like something else from another species, and you take it and you put it together and you see how it works. They've been doing this with plants for centuries. What you need to understand is that hybridization and taking different traits from different species, plants as well as animals, things that they like, that they didn't like, you know, they eliminate what they didn't like and they took what they like and they put it together. This has been going on now for over 15,000 years, long before you and I were even on this earth. So everything that we eat is a hybrid, or as some of you would say, it's unnatural, whatever that means. Everything that we eat is a hybrid. So knowing that, I have decided that there is no point in eliminating a whole slew of veggies, perfectly fine to eat, perfectly great vegetables, because we think or we were told that it's not good to eat. It doesn't make sense and it's not sustainable. And if you continue on this path with a list, you will not be successful on this plant-based diet. You're just not going to be. So this is what I wanted to say. And I also wanted to say, for so many people have been criticizing me about talking too much, blah, blah, blah. I need you to understand that my style is conversational and stream of consciousness. You see, I don't sit around and plan what I'm going to do. I cook every day for my family. I say, okay, let me do this for dinner, let me do this for whatever, and I do it. And I get to the stove or I go to the counter and I start doing things and I say, oh, well, let me just do this for YouTube. And I'm happy to do it. I love to cook and I'm happy to do it. I feel that I'm sharing something, that I am expressing my creativity, which I feel that a lot of people need to learn how to do certain things because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to do the alternative. You see, they know how to do, I don't know, like a mac and cheese, for instance. They know how to do that with traditional ingredients, but they don't know how to do that on a plant-based diet. So I'm coming up with the alternative, and I feel that I have this creativity and I think that I'm very good at doing that. But I'm not the Food Network, and I don't sit there and plan and have my bowls and bowls with ingredients and giving you the ingredients and then, you know, start cooking and all these things. It's just me and the camera. And I feel sometimes it's very disrespectful to make these comments telling me, oh, hurry up and you talking too much. You know, there's a lot of time and energy that goes into these videos, and then I have to edit. So if you don't like the way that I talk, the way that I do things, you don't have to watch my videos. You could just move on and watch somebody else. You don't have to be tortured. If this is how you feel that you're being tortured because I'm talking too much and whatever. I feel that it's very disrespectful to do that. And those of you who feel that you can do a better job, then you can start your own channel. You know, it's free and I don't know, it's relatively easy. You know, you can see what it's like. You know, the thing is, when I started out, my videos on average was about 30 minutes. But then when you look at your analytics and you realize that people watch 7 minutes on average, then you say, okay, let me cut back. And this is why a lot of my videos lately have been no more than 10 minutes, sometimes 7 or 8 minutes. And for the most part, people have been saying, I love the way you talk and you explain and you're teaching us, etc. And don't stop. Most people like what I do. They like how I do it. But there are a few people out there who, you know, they just take liberties and say certain things that are very, you know, it's very disrespectful. And I would appreciate if you don't like how I talk, if you don't like the way that I talk, if you feel that I'm talking too much, just, there's nobody putting a gun to your head to watch what I do. All right? So in closing, again, I want to reiterate that I'm going to be cooking a lot more veggies. I'm a vegan. I'm always going to be a vegan because I'm feeling better because of it. I'm stronger. I'm looking better. My skin is looking better. Everything about me is better because I'm on a plant-based diet. The only thing that is changing is that I'm going to be doing much more veggies. I'm not going to be in this little box. This is not who I am. I'm a Sagittarius and you just cannot put me in a box. So just watch out for a lot more videos doing all kinds of veggies. All right? So thanks for your support. Thanks for those who really love what I do and appreciate what I do, appreciate the time that I spend coming up with these recipes and these alternatives. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.